Guys, I have a genius idea. I think it's for Angelina Jordan. Somebody commented, I made an Angelina Jordan video, and I get this comment a lot. So they said if I was stranded on a desert island and had one artist to listen to, it would be Dimash. Haven't reacted to him, but I see that comment a lot with Angelina, okay? Like, people will put that same comment, if I was stranded on a desert island and I could only listen to one artist, it'd be Angelina Jordan. I've seen that comment multiple times for her specifically. It got me thinking, what if you were actually stranded on a desert island with Angelina Jordan? Okay, so that's like the best idea, but y'all know how it works. We got to work our way down. That's impossible for a lot of reasons. I was thinking it would be really cool to do an interview with Angelina Jordan, except we're playing Roblox. We have to survive. There's a bunch of Roblox games, surviving 7 days on a desert island, Mr. Beast surviving an escape the island. We play a game like that with Angelina Jordan on Roblox, but the whole premise is we're asking her desert island questions. Like,
okay, so 3 books on a desert island. Angela.
The Bible.
That's 1 book. You've got 2 others.
If we're asking Angelina as we're playing the game, like, all right, so if you were stranded on a desert island, you could only listen to one artist. Okay, who would it be? And you could only have one person with you on that island. Who would it be? If you're stranded on a desert island and you could only have 3 albums to listen to for the rest of eternity, what would they be? 3 foods to eat, what would it be? And I think it would be fun for a multitude of reasons. We get Angelina Jordan. You see her play a game. Like, we're going to be playing the game. She's like, dude, what's going on? I'm getting eaten by a shark. That might be funny. But then it's also like we get to see another side of her, like just ask her these fun questions, but I think they'll also be a little revealing to her character, right? Like, if you could have one person on an island, who would it be? You know, you ask me that question, I'm going to be like, Steve Irwin, of course. She might be like my grandmother or my mom or Dolly Parton. It's nice to see that side of her. I'm like, oh, okay, she's a thoughtful person. She'd pick her grandma. She'd pick Dolly or something. Her survival chances on the island, not very high, right? You gonna die. But you know, that's not the point of it. It's just it's an interview. I think it'd be a cool style of interview. And then you could obviously repeat that format with any artist in the world. So guys, hit up Angelina Jordan, send her this video. Maybe not, because listen, the idea for today, we got to work our way down. So biggest idea, actually stranded on an island with Angelina Jordan for 7 days. Thug it out. I'm no survival expert. Like, I'll make sure she doesn't die. I could promise that. It would be fun. But I think that would be a good video, obviously. Now, am I going to, even if biggest problem, can't get in touch with her. Even if I could I convince her to do a 7-day survival challenge on an island with me? Probably not. Even if I could convince her, could I convince the people around her? Would they let her? Probably not. So, yeah, but anyways, that'd be a cool video. Maybe we make a song on the island, right? That'd be sick. Only using things on the island. So maybe we could take a acoustic guitar, like it says here, and then like make a coconut drum and make a song. That'd be a cool little video with Angelina. Anyways, work your way down, right? So from that, Roblox interview asking desert island survival questions with Miss Angelina Jordan. I think that could be a very, very good video and good series for multiple reasons. Showcases her and also gets a new audience. You know, like, you guys probably don't care about Roblox. You could probably watch that interview without the Roblox desert island gameplay and be just fine. But it adds another layer. You're going to see more of her, and it's going to invite another audience too, right? Who might not listen to her. Anyways, we can't do that because I can't get in touch with her. And even if I could, would she play Roblox with me? I don't know. But if y'all do your thing, man, send her this, comment, let her know if you think that's a good idea. Since we can't do that today, we're going to do it with ChatGPT, okay? We're going to ask ChatGPT. That was a long, long intro. The point of this video is so we can eventually do all those other things. Get on an island. That sounds crazy. Get her in Roblox, I think, would be a realistic goal, and do the desert island survival questions. But anyways, today we're going to do it with ChatGPT, okay? So we basically told Chat our idea, and then we're like, I'm going to play the Office clip. There's a clip of the Office where they played a desert island game, and we're going to be doing that game with ChatGPT and Angelina Jordan and creating the most insane impossible scenario. Just a fun desert island scenario with Angelina Jordan.
Question, is there firewood on the island?
I guess.
Then I would bring an axe, no books.
Scene 1, the instrument. Welcome to the island. Your ship went down. You kicked your way through the surf and dragged yourself onto the sand. The good news, you're alive. and you're stranded with Angelina Jordan. The bad news, the ship is sinking fast. You only have time to swim back and salvage one musical instrument to keep you both sane for the rest of our lives. So we're going to be on this island for the rest of our lives. Stranded on an island with Angelina Jordan, I swam out and grabbed a practical lightweight acoustic guitar, but as I'm paddling back, I look over and see Angelina has somehow tied a rope around a 500-pound vintage grand piano and is trying to swim it back to shore. Angelina's voice, calm, poetic, totally unfazed, just drowning, carrying a 500-pound piano, is, we need acoustics of the mahogany, darling. The guitar simply doesn't have the soul for a shipwreck. She's drowning, but she refuses to let go of the piano. The camera's on you. What do you have to say to her? And how on earth are you planning to get that piano onto the beach? What would I say to her? This is what I would say to her. Angelina, I understand. The piano is a lot more soulful. And if we're going to be here for the rest of our lives, we'd want the best quality music possible. And that would come from the grand piano. However, Angelina, it is not portable. It is 500 pounds. The acoustic guitar will allow us to make music anywhere on the island. We can travel in the depths of the island. If we get the grand piano, it's going to have to sit in the same spot. If we get the acoustic guitar, we can move around. Our shelter will be more portable. The music, when it comes to you, you won't have to wait till we get back. You could make the music right there on the spot. I say you leave that. Also, you're going to drown. Angelina's voice, she stares at you completely wet from head to toe, looking deeply in your eyes with absolute artistic intensity. Portable? Darling, art isn't meant to be convenient. Think of the vision. We build the shelter around the piano. The piano is our foundation. The piano is our home now. If a wild boar attacks us, I will simply play a haunting low C minor. You're dead. A boar's going to attack you. You're dead, girl. Oh my God. She has the survival instincts of like a fly. The piano is our home now. If a wild boar attacks us, I will simply play a haunting low C minor chord to assert my... That might work, though. If the boar comes and then she's like... That might scare it away. But you speak of traveling into the depths of the island, making music on the spot like nomads. That does sound terribly romantic. Fine. You may keep... Dude, wait. She was convincing me to keep the piano. Like, we just build a foundation. Like, yeah, this is our spot. We can travel, but this is our main home. That might be the move. She might have convinced me. But no, she's taking my side. All right. Make music on the spot like nomads. Terribly romantic. You may keep your little wooden box. But if you don't learn how to play a jazz ballad on it by tomorrow, I'm trading it to the seagulls for a coconut. Well, girl, that's going to affect you. I don't need to make music. All right? I'm not a musician. I think the guitar is a better choice. But listen, how durable are pianos? I'd imagine more, especially if we're going to be traveling with the guitar. Anyways, looks like we're going with the guitar. Scene 2, the dietary dilemma. Crisis averted. The piano sinks into the ocean floor, destined to be played by sophisticated mermaids. You walk back to your makeshift camp with the acoustic guitar. It's night. Your stomach is growling. Suddenly, Angelina walks out of the jungle holding a handful of glowing bright purple mushrooms. Survival instincts of a donut. And very angry, pinchy tropical crab she caught with her bare hands. I found dinner. I feel the purple mushrooms will give us a spiritual connection to the island's ancestors. The crab just bit my pinky, so it must pay the price. How shall we prepare this feast? You look at those glowing mushrooms. They are 100% poisonous. I was just about to say, you look at the crab. It looks angry. We can get the crab. Listen, it's more likely that those glowing mushrooms are either going to make us go on a psychedelic trip or kill us than it is that they're going to connect us to the ancestors of this island. The crab, it can die. Let's cook it. I got it. And then I'd go fetch for food, fish, or find more crabs. I'd be like, where did you find that crab? Let's go get more of them. Angelina Jordan gently tosses purple mushrooms into the ocean. Watch them float away like neon jellyfish. A psychedelic trip? Well, that would have made the guitar playing sound a bit more avant-garde. But I suppose, she doesn't sound like that. She has a kind of an American accent. She just sounds regular. But I suppose avoiding death is a reasonable creative choice. You're very practical. I like that. Yeah. You'd have been dead at the piano, girl. Scene 1. She looks down at the crab, wiggling her hands in dramatic flair. As for this little monster, yes, it dies at dawn. Or, well, as soon as you start the fire. I found him by the jagged black rocks near the reef. There were hundreds of them, dancing to the rhythm of the waves. It was like a very snappy, aggressive Broadway musical down there. A bunch of crabs dancing. Scene 3. The Signal Fire Fashion Show. You head to the rocks, catch a bucket of crabs, and have a decent feast. Day 3 arrives. You're both covered in sand. Your face is sunburned, but Angelina somehow still looks like she's about to walk a red carpet. Suddenly, you hear a deep rumble. A massive luxury cruise ship is passing by the island. This is your ticket out. You desperately need to light a fire. But it rained last night and all the wood is soaking wet. I've actually been in that scenario. Awful. Awful. That's the worst thing that can happen when you're out in the woods or like camping somewhere, is that your wood gets wet. That is the worst thing that can happen. You run over to the luggage that's washed ashore. You open Angelina's trunk. Inside, there are no matches, no flares, just her iconic, oversized vintage suits and a giant fluffy feather boa. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming we weren't planning on getting stranded. Gasping, running over to the block. Oh, no, not the velvet. I wore that suit when I sang at the jazz festival. If you burn the feathers, the smoke will smell like a tragic burning chicken. We cannot signal our rescue with the scent of poultry. There must be another way. The ship is moving away quickly. You have about 60 seconds before it disappears over the horizon. Do you override her, grab the suits, and light them up, or do you try a completely different, insane musical tactic to get the ship's attention? So we need to light a fire to get the ship's attention, basically. That was a very long way to say. There's a ship passing by quickly. Get its attention. Burn the clothes is the obvious, quickest solution. Angelina doesn't want to burn her suits. We're going to be on this island forever. The wood is all wet. The only dry thing are the suits. So we could just play the guitar. Should we just try to play the guitar? Let's do it. I think we just... Because I don't think the suits are important. I say we grab one suit and then we play the guitar. I'm like, hey, what's your least favorite suit? What's your least favorite one? We're lighting it. And you can also play the guitar really loud and sing at the top of your lungs, and maybe we'll get their attention. Pick your least favorite suits. Let's burn it. We'll keep the rest. And sing as loud as you can, and play the guitar, and try to get the ship's attention. Least favorite, fine. Take the neon green polyester. It was a gift from an eccentric designer anyways. It breathes terribly. She throws the green suit into the wet wood. You drop the match. Whoosh. Thick, chemical-scented green smoke starts billowing into the sky. Angelina immediately strikes a dramatic pose on the rock, completely ignoring the toxic fumes, and lets out a flawless, earth-shattering jazz belt that echoes across the ocean. Oh, it's working. Between the neon green smoke and her soaring vocals, you see the cruise ship suddenly halt. A spotlight hits the beach. They are lowering a rescue boat. You did it. You are saved. The host plays a triumphant fanfare and credit music. Do you want to run through another episode? I guess listen, y'all. That'll be it for the video right now. If you guys want me to run this back, we can. We'll jump in here again. Run an episode 2, part 2. See what happens after the cruise ship. It's a cliffhanger. I'm curious. I know y'all are curious. But again, like we said in the beginning of this video, the point of this, I thought it would be cool. I thought that this was pretty fun, man. I'll definitely run this back, especially if you guys like it. But the bigger point is to try to make those bigger ideas come to life, right? Actually stranded on the island, I wouldn't be upset if that didn't happen. But getting in Roblox, interview with Angelina Jordan, asking her stranded on a desert island questions, I think that could be such a good video and such a good format for like interviews for any artist. So, guys, send her this video or just send her that concept. I don't know. Angelina, if you're seeing this, put your Roblox username down below and I'll add you and we'll figure this out. Most definitely. But if you want, I think it could be, I know it'll be a very cool video. So, anyways, guys, if you want me to run this back, if you want episode 2, see what happens. Did we get the ship's attention? What are the mermaids doing with the piano? I don't know. But if you want to find out, let me know, guys. And we'll do an episode 2. Thanks for watching, if you made it this far. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom for not the way that I do love you.